Us on the panel this evening, Hibi Eden is Member of Parliament of Ernakulam, Congress MP. Tuhins, National Spokesperson of the BJP. Dr. Balchandra Kango is National Secretariat Member of the Communist Party of India. Rahul Ishwar, activist and author, now joining us. Hibi Eden, let me start with you first, because the allegation, and you've seen this, this is sort of political back and forth that's been happening, particularly between the BJP and the Pinarayi Vijayan government. The BJP accusing the Marxist government there of being soft on radicals. You saw the tweet and the bites of Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar. Mr. JP Nadda was also campaigning today in Kerala. He also made this point that the soft attitude of successive Congress and left governments has led to increase of radicalism in Kerala. How do you respond to that?
As you know, the BJP, especially a very responsible minister in the government of India, within hours of the incident tweeted about Hamas, which was quite unfortunate, and terror attacks, which actually had nothing to do with that. You have to actually understand that this community of Yahweh Sakshi is a very peace-loving community. They have their ideology, and in a country like India, they have the freedom to preach their religion. And they're very disciplined, as I understand. But within hours of the incident, and when all of our priorities, people's representative like us, were right there from the very first hour to make sure that the medical facility is provided, to save as much as life as possible, and to console the relatives and the fellow beings who were a part of the gathering. Yeah, there are being a person from the opposition party in Kerala, the Indian National Congress. I can also say that the intelligence had a huge failure.
Yes.
There were a couple of incidents few months back also. But this is a time where you shouldn't take political advantage of the situation, but to make sure that everybody is at peace, and everybody involved in the attack, the blast, are taken care of into custody. Even if it is a part of conspiracy, or even if whoever is related, whichever religious organization, whichever people under any religion banner, name or fame is there, should be taken into
So let me ask Tuhins this is the counter charge from both the Congress as well as, of course, the Marxists. The Chief Minister spoke today that even before the police had come to any kind of conclusion, even as this this blast had happened and people were coming to terms with what had happened, and there was very preliminary information coming in, how is it that BJP folks and extended Sangh Parivar folks, including, he pointed the example of Rajiv Chandrasekhar coming out and saying that this is because of radicalism, and it turns out this has nothing to do with radicalism, or this has nothing to do with Israel and Hamas. This is a disillusioned member of this very same community, Jehovah's Witnesses. So are you rushing to judgment to tarnish the image of Kerala just because you don't like it?
Well, good evening, Zaka. Good evening, everybody. If anybody has tarnished the image of Kerala, it is those Congress MPs and communist MPs who have been silent spectators to the radicalization that has been unfolding over the last 2 decades. Irrespective of who was behind the blast yesterday, fact is that Kerala is sitting on a volcano which is about to erupt anytime. A volcano caused by unbridled radicalization across the last 2 decades. On 26 July, in Mannapuram, the IUML had taken out a huge procession where they openly called for slaughter of Hindus. Did any MP, Congress MP or CPIM MP of the Congress party protest that? And this happened barely weeks after Rahul Gandhi went abroad, where he certified the IUML as a perfectly secular party. There are several other incidents. Has Shashi Tharoor ever spoken about love jihad? When Kerala story was released, he said, that's your story, that's not ours. So what is your story? You need to tell us, because love jihad is something which has been red flagged by the High Court in Kerala way back in 2009. And it has existed since then, while both the parties, in fact, we, Achyutanandan, a CPIM Chief Minister, had first spoken about the devious designs of PFI in 2010.
No, Tuhins, all of this may be right, but the point is, what has any of this got to do with what happened yesterday in Kochi?
No, like I mentioned, irrespective of what investigation happens, I can tell you many other episodes. We need to remain vigilant about what is happening in Kerala. We were lucky if radicalized elements, the Islamists are not behind yesterday's blast. We are lucky, but it's about a matter of time. In Kozhikode in April, they tried to burn a few bogies of a train, and had that happened, God forbid, what would have been the number of casualties? So we need to remain vigilant, and the least that I expect from both Congress and CPIM that they should speak out against this radicalization, not be a mute spectator.
Okay, so I'll